Hi guys, now we will going to perform multiple operators and we will also going to perform multiple formulas in this one tutorial. The first thing I got to do is I got to calculate the total salary for each employee, which will going to be the sum of the commission and the salary made by this employee. So let's get started with the formula. Equals to is how we start the formula. The commission of the person is in cell number G2. This is the first employee, to which I'm adding the salary of the person, which is H2, which is the next cell. This is one way that you can calculate their salary. The other way that you can do that, you can simply select commission and salary and can click auto sum, would allow you to calculate the sum of this person's salary to the right. So now if I click on the auto sum, you will notice that it calculates the person's salary. So you can write the formula, or you can basically apply the auto sum. Now you can click on this person's salary and you can use the autofill symbol to come all the way down, and that allows you to calculate this person's salary. Now once you are done with calculating the salary of the person for each of the salesperson, now let's talk about deductions. Let's say the rate of the deduction is 25% of the salary. Now I can, in the past tutorials I showed you how you can use cell references. Now we will going to actually use a hard-coded constant. So I can use equals to, and I can take total salary, which is from I2, and then I can times it by 0.25. That means that 25% of salary is basically what goes out in deductions. So that it gives me the value, and then I can simply autofill and everybody's deductions gets calculated. Now in case of the net, I can take the difference of total salary and deductions. So that is a very simple formula that you take the total salary of every person. Let's say Jim's total salary is in cell location I2, and then you subtract from the total salary the deductions. So you basically subtract J2 from I2, and then I autofill, and that gives me all the net salaries for each employees. So now I can calculate the sum of all the salaries that I got to pay to all the employees. Then I will going to take this and I will copy over the next 3 cells. So now I get to see what will be the total salaries that I will going to be paying to each employee, which is the sum of the commission and the salary, followed by the total of deductions, and this is the total net pay that the whole set of salespeople will going to receive. So far in this tutorial, we learned how you can perform additions of 2 cells, and then you can take it to the next cell where we calculated deductions, and then we calculated the net. Now let me show you another way to calculate the net. Let's say you want to put all of these formulas together in one big formula, and that's how I will going to now solve it, so that you can see how multiple operators can be used in the same formula. So first of all, I need in my net to calculate the total salary. The total salary is basically commission plus salary. So I'm going to use parentheses. I can, just for readability purpose, not required in this particular example, but just for readability purpose, I will going to add G2 plus H2. That is the total salary of the person. And from there, I'm going to subtract the deductions, which come from the cell J2, and that allows you to see how you can take the deductions out of the salary. And then you can simply autofill this formula over. The output will going to be exactly the same. I basically spread out the first solution just so that you can see the progression. But in case you do not have the spread out like the way I did it, you can always do it this way as well. So in the next tutorial, we're going to continue with something very similar to this one, in which we're going to learn how you can use multiple operations, multiplication, addition, subtraction, bunch of them at different operator level in the same formula. Catch you in the next tutorial.